Oh, what's up, baby? This is Artist IQ. I go by the name of Ike Ellis. I want to appreciate you for coming through the channel today. Today, we're going to talk about the art of songwriting. Stay tuned. For a long time, I would write songs and like people just, it wouldn't really resonate inside. So I'm like, damn, is my shit trash? The DJs wouldn't play it. I couldn't get a spin on the radio. I'm like, I ain't got no money, so how am I really going to connect with the listeners? Are they really gonna listen to my song? Why would they listen to my song? So I dug deep inside of songwriting. And so what can I really do to increase my craft? If I'm supposed to be a writer, if I'm supposed to be a songwriter, how can I actually increase my craft? What can I do? I don't know. I really couldn't figure that part out. I was like, damn, my songs must be trash and they're gonna be trash forever. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you a story. Me, Picasso, Chi-Chi, and some girls from Raleigh, I don't even remember their names. We took a trip to New York City and we went to perform in this place called the New York Rican. Now I did a couple songs. I did Nothing Was Impossible, Nothing Is Impossible. I did Lovin' You. I did Black Man in the Black Car. I did a couple songs, right? So at the end of the set, this dude came up to me. He was like, yo, that Lovin' You is amazing. And he quoted one of the words, one of the lines from the song. I think it was love is a choice. You never wrong if you choose it. So he quoted that. He came up to me, he shook my hand, quoted that. Yo, look, this was amazing. I was like, yo, I was blown away because it was pretty much the first time somebody ever really listened to my music and listened to the words that I was saying. So it made me feel warm inside, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he tells me these words, and instantly, something clicked in my brain. Like, okay, I have to tap into these people's emotion. I have to tap into things that they feeling inside. How can you, as a songwriter, tap into what they're feeling inside? Sometimes as artists, we don't really understand, what the listeners are actually looking for. We're not really, cognitive. We're just thinking about our own emotions, how we actually feel. Now, the beauty about music is those emotions can connect to a listener. Those emotions can make a listener feel a certain type of way. And you can, have them as a fan forever if you say the right words with the right tone and they can hear what you're saying. So I just wanted to go into my writing process and how I was able to dig a little bit deeper and how I was able to do it to actually utilize words to connect with the listeners. I'm here to tell you 4 ways you can actually connect with your listeners through songwriting. But always remember, it's equally important to have it sonically correct, just as having, good words or good rhymes or whatever. You want to have it sonically correct. It does no good if you put these amazing words in a song and they can't hear it because the mix is all jacked up. So always remember, it's just as important to have it sonically correct, have it mixed. The first thing when it comes to songwriting is this focused? Is it focused? Is what you saying actually concentrated on one central theme? Or is it like all over the damn place? And like it already take a lot for people to digest music anyway. So if the music is all over the place, it's talking about this, it's talking about that, and it's not really focused on what they're actually wanting to hear, they're gonna turn it off. Is it time specific? Meaning like, is it something that happened in 2002 and by the time we get to 2022, it doesn't resonate anymore. The words doesn't connect anymore. So you want to write things that's timeless, meaning like that's going to go 2022, 2024. It don't matter when it's heard. It's going to be like, yo, I felt that. I felt those. Those emotions are still going to resonate with a new listener. When you write it down, will it connect 5 years from now, a year from now? If this slang cool, but next year it might be a new slang. what are the emotions that's going to be connected, that's going to resonate 4, 5, 10, 20 years from now? The second thing to focus on is it actually interesting? Sometimes, it might be interesting to us, and it might be 30 people that's actually interested in what we're interested in, but it might be 40, 50, 100 people that, you might run across them and you give them your song and they're not feeling it because it's not interesting to them. So is it going to be interesting? Is it going to be compelling? Is it going to, fascinating? Is it going to catch the listener's ear, catch the listener's heart? When you write those words down, is it actually going to catch their heart? Just something to think about as you craft your songs. Songwriting, the art of songwriting, you want to capture the emotion in the songs with the words. You want to capture the emotion. Now, this is something that I used to do, and I'm really working hard on it right now as we speak. Can you use the words in a casual conversation in that song? I used to rhyme words together, rhyme, fuck, that, tat, boo, that, and I'm rhyming, and I'm like, yeah, this shit is fire, it's fire. And then I realized it's more to it than just rhyming the words together. Don't nobody care that you can rhyme bat and hat together. How can you connect the emotion to those words when you say them? One thing is tone of voice. The tone in what you're saying and how you're saying it can connect to a listener just as much as the actual words. So if you say a word and you really mean that word, it can connect with the listener. But just rhyming words together, that shit ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know second graders that can rhyme words together. And sometimes you need to simplify the rhyme. I have also wrote complicated rhyme schemes and be like, yo, this shit is the most fire shit I ever heard. And then you get to the people and they're like, I don't really know what it means, so I can't connect with it. I said, oh, okay. I'm back to the drawing board. That's why I say this songwriting journey is it's just a journey over and over and over again. Every song that you write, and you test it out. When you perform it live, you test it out and it doesn't resonate or it do. You don't know what's gonna go. But when it goes, you know that your emotions was in it. You know that those words that you said is connecting to something inside of their chest. That's how you know it's gonna be a timeless type of piece of music. One person that I studied religiously was Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z was known to create rhymes that it just seemed like he was in the room, like he was just sitting in the car talking to me. So I'm like, okay, I got to connect those like that. Nipsey Hussle is another one. When you listen to his rhyme scheme and his rhyme pattern and the things that he's saying, it's like he's sitting in the car with you. Not some robot spitting out a bunch of rhymes, but an actual human being that's actually conveying his emotions, and it can connect with your emotions as another human being on this earth. The fourth thing that I urge you to work on is, does it move back and forth from the when, the what, the how, answering these questions, and the actual emotional release of the song? So, where was this person? How was this person? When did this occur? When did the feeling happen? And how do those feelings translate with another person in the emotional release? So these are the things that you can, you could put it on a piece of paper and really like process, okay, I can make my song better utilizing these techniques. The when, the what, the where, the how. These questions, answer these questions as you write down your rhyme scheme, as you write down that lyric. Answer those questions and then connect it to the actual emotions behind the song. Hey, that's all I have for this week, man. The actual art of songwriting. It goes way deeper than that. If you have anything, make sure you comment up under below. You know, I always like to chat and learn, you know, new techniques when it comes to songwriting, because it's a never-ending journey to write that perfect song. It's never ending. So if you have something, we can always chat about it. We can always talk about it. Shout out to all my people on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, who kind of bounce back like, yo, this is amazing podcast. It's amazing YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all coming to the channel. I appreciate y'all checking it out. We just want to keep the ability to create a masterpiece alive. Every day is a challenge, and as an artist, I just want you to know that it's always somebody here, and we can always talk about it and build on being the best artist that we can be. Songwriting is essential to make the song go. The art is connecting the listener to the emotions of the words. The other half of the song is the actual music. How does those words connect with the music being presented at the same time? The music should marry the words, and the production is like the reverend, meaning like bringing all that together and saying, I do. I'm Ike Ellis. This is Artist IQ. Keep taking on the responsibility to bring a masterpiece to the world. It's on you, baby. Hey, I'm out of here. Let's go.
It's the interlude, podcast in the YouTube, the genius in the sound underground where it's no rules. This the Artist IQ where we level up, the freedom of the soul for a better us. From the heart, so it's all love. Around the world ain't no love, but it's all good. Cold shoulder, the heart warmer. You might catch me out in France, man, it's all normal. This a way of life. This the Artist IQ. Mic check 1, 2 with a little bit of EQ. Make it perfect. The entrepreneurs are still needed. Books still read it. The artists are still treated worse than ever. Making it better. We talk freedom every day. Solve the problem together.